The Secretary of State says Portland Public Schools have made progress to become more equitable, but the board and administrators still have some work to do.
Fox 12's Deborah Gill takes a closer look at the new report and shows us where the district still needs improvement.
In 2019, the Oregon Secretary of State's office released an audit looking into Portland Public Schools and equity issues. It found the district does not do a good enough job helping African American, Latino, and economically disadvantaged students. It also found high turnover and absences, as well as low experience among teachers, made things even worse. As a result of that audit, the Secretary of State's office issued 15 recommendations. Today's report shows the district has only fully implemented 2 of them, but they've made progress on 13 in total. The Secretary of State's office says these are the areas of concern: a high turnover rate among teachers and principals. They also believe the district needs to do more to address transfer and hiring issues among teachers. And they think spending is not detailed enough to identify areas to save and help shift money into the classroom. The Secretary of State calls the improvements significant, especially in light of all the complications that came with the pandemic.
I'm grateful to the Portland Public School District for the work it has done toward improving outcome for students of color. In particular, the district's efforts to improve support for high poverty schools is commendable. They've added training, student and family support, and staff such as counselors and assistant principals. The district's prioritization of racial equity is important and must be highlighted. And because of the district's priority for racial equity, the district should take immediate steps to implement the remaining recommendations of this audit.
The audit manager says typically they try to follow up on audits a year later, but gave more time after the 2019 report because of the pandemic. He also said there isn't a tight deadline for Portland Public Schools to meet the recommendations, nor can the Secretary of State's office force their implementation. It's up to the school board and administrators to make any changes. In studio, Deborah Gill, Fox 12 Oregon.